Hello again, and welcome to this week's Technology Professional Development. I will be your tour guide, Kobe Amon, and for those of you who are new, this is basically a short weekly technology professional development that you can view online at your leisure, um, on your own time when it suits you best. That way, you do not have to spend those precious work days listening to me talk at you. We're going to jump right off with Google Classroom. Google Classroom, for those of you who do not know, is basically a free learning management system for any school who uses Google, and it's pretty incredible. It does a lot of the has a lot of the capabilities of a lot of the paid LMSs, except for it's free and it's also very user friendly. Um, it it's just like anything Google. They're always trying to make it better. They listen to teacher feedback and really have come up with a pretty ingenious tool for managing your classroom. No cost, more time for feedback, take administrative tasks more efficiently, and work anywhere at any time on any device, just like everything Google. So, if you have not checked out Google Classroom, I know a lot of you have, please do so. I really think if you give it a try, even with just one of your classes, you will get hooked, just as I have. Um, G Suite Training Chrome extension, ingenious tool. Um, there are times when I've needed help on something and couldn't get in touch with someone. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold here. Couldn't get in touch with anybody, and I was able to use the G Suite Training Chrome extension to walk me through on my screen with the Google app that I'm using or the Google tool that I'm using to help me solve that problem. Please just add this. It will save your life at some point, whether it be a weekend or an evening when you're working on something that you really need help with. So give that one a try for sure. Moving on to HyperDocs. HyperDocs are digital lesson plans for engaging students in assessing learning. They can follow any lesson plan template and are perfect for cooperative learning. Basically, you have a Google Doc or a slide deck, and you have links embedded in them to videos or reading or outside resources, and the students can view those, click through them. They can have choice menus, and then they can come back and answer questions about them on the document themselves. They're pretty awesome tools. This is, I believe, a link, yep, to the HyperDocs page. If this, then that HyperDocs. There's just all sorts of different articles and blogs about HyperDocs here. You can learn anything you would like to know about them. So there's that link embedded in this presentation. Next, we have some examples of some HyperDocs. You can find HyperDocs for anything. I've used them for high school digital citizenship, for upper elementary digital citizenship, and then also this is a link to a pretty awesome site similar to Teachers Pay Teachers, except for it's not. It is not. It is Teachers Give Teachers. You can sign in and access an entire community of teachers sharing HyperDocs, which if you're just starting out, why not start with learning from people who already use them? So pretty awesome thing. Start with something, tailor it to your classroom instead of building it from scratch. We all know how precious our time is. Next, we have Canva. Canva is amazing. You can use it to create posters for your students, or the way I like to use it, have my students create posters to demonstrate their learning. I love poster creation. This is another tool to add to your tool belt. This is Canva for Education. This is a link to their website, and basically you can register as an educator. You can learn about it here, different ideas. There are plenty of templates and images and fonts. Kids can do really amazing work, or teachers can do really amazing work with Canva. Here is an example of a poster that I had one of my students make. This was a digital citizenship unit, and this student was making a poster about digital health, being safe, not just safe, but healthy online. Good screen time amounts, things like that, talking about awareness of our digital wellness. Moving on, the last one here that I want to talk about, and I don't want to spend too much more of your time, but please give this one a try. This is digital breakout EDUs. Now, I know a lot of you have heard about Breakout EDU, and it's awesome. They are some of the best times I've had in PD sessions. I've used them in my classroom, and students are beyond engaged. However, they do cost money, and they do take time, and there is a lot of setup involved. So I have found digital breakout EDUs, and this is a sandbox here, and I'll take you right to it, where you can click on different activities and puzzles. Here's a Star Wars breakout EDU. You know, they're labeled. The game creators are here, and they have their emails, and I'm sure that if they're willing to put their stuff on here, that they're willing to help you out with it. Um, there are some for fun ones. You can have different subjects such as history, all ages or specific grade levels, and then there are links to the specific games. Um, Generally, most times the games are created using Google Sites or more specifically Google Forms. You can search by creator, subject, or grade level. You can look up English, find everything that has been created and shared with that has to do with English. So another pretty awesome tool to add to your tool bag. And if you're brave and you've played a couple, you kind of get the idea. You can also create your own, which is pretty awesome too. So that's all I have for you today. Don't want to take up any more time. If you have an email or any questions, please email me or catch me in the hallways. Once again, have a great week, and thanks.